When I first brought my Shih Tzu Bella home at 8 weeks old, she was so small, playful, and curious about everything. Over the months, I noticed big changes, not just in her size, but also in her personality, coat, and behavior. If you're planning to get a Shih Tzu puppy, or you already have one, here's what you can expect as they transform from 8 weeks to 2 years. At 8 weeks old. At this age, a Shih Tzu puppy is usually just settling into their new home. They're tiny, most weigh around 2 to 3 pounds, and everything feels new to them. Their coat is soft, fluffy, and much easier to manage than the long silky coat they'll grow into later. They're playful, but also sleep a lot because they're still babies. Training and socialization should start early, even in small steps, so they learn basic manners. Around 3 to 6 months. This is when the personality really starts to show. Shih Tzu puppies at this stage are full of energy, love to play, and are always exploring. They'll start teething, which means chewing on anything they can find, so you'll need to give them safe chew toys. Their coat begins to thicken, and you'll notice it requires more brushing to avoid tangles. They're also learning house training and basic commands, though patience is definitely needed because Shih Tzus can be a little stubborn. 6 months to 1 year. By now, your Shih Tzu is starting to look more like a mini adult. They usually weigh between 7 to 12 pounds, and their coat becomes longer and more luxurious. This is also the stage where grooming becomes very important. Daily brushings, regular baths, and maybe even professional grooming will be needed to keep them comfortable and mat-free. Behavior-wise, they're still playful, but might test boundaries a little. Consistent training during this stage makes a big difference. Bella, for example, tried to see what she could get away with, but once I kept rules firm and rewarded good behavior, she settled down and became more obedient. 1 to 2 years. By the time your Shih Tzu reaches their first birthday, they are almost fully grown. The major difference now is in maturity. Their energy levels usually balance out. They still enjoy playing, but aren't as hyper as they were as puppies. The coat is now in full glory, long and silky if you keep it that way, or trimmed short if you prefer an easier style to manage. At this stage, you'll notice their personality is well formed. Shih Tzus are known for being affectionate, loyal, and a little bit sassy. They're usually very attached to their family and love being the center of attention. Bella, at 2 years old, is calm when I need her to be, but still playful when it's time for games. It feels like she's grown into the perfect balance of a companion dog. The transformation from 8 weeks to 2 years is amazing to watch. Your Shih Tzu will go from a tiny ball of fluff to a confident, loving dog with a big personality. It does take effort, training, grooming, and lots of patience, but the bond you build along the way makes it all worth it. If you have a Shih Tzu, what changes did you notice as they grew up? Comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more Shih Tzu care videos. See ya!